welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup look using the new Voss Sakura palette. This is the Sakura Blossom 18 color eyeshadow palette, and at first I was actually not going to get this palette. I felt it was very similar to Coral Crush, but I'm actually going to compare it to Coral Crush today. I will show you guys a side-by-side comparison. So before we get into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel, turn on your post notifications, and make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm actually going to be taking the Plouise base because I have mine in the shade Rumour 2. I wish I would have gotten just a smidge of a shade lighter. Either Rumour, I actually don't know the actual shade like before this one, but this one's just like my perfect skin tone. It is really nice and I do like it. And I know a lot of people have always told me that the eye primer, the AVH one, looks really light on me. But personally, I really like that because it makes the shadows pop out, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to apply just like this much. I know it looks like a lot, but I'm going to be like blending it out and stuff. So I'm going to be taking this, actually it's not the brush. I'm trying to look for my Miss A E122 brush, which is a small flat concealer brush. It is a little bit dirty. I haven't had time to wash my brushes, so I usually try to do it like once a week or every 2 weeks, but usually I'm pretty good at doing it once a week. But because I haven't had just like much time to film, I just haven't had time to either wash my makeup brushes, and yeah, so I'm just gonna be using that. As you guys can see, it's like a peachy tone, like it's even just a little bit more deep than my skin tone. So just like to kind of carve out my brow, and then I'm going to pat the concealer, the base, all over my lid. And it's fine if I have like excess product, that's completely normal. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take a dry makeup sponge and then just kind of patting that base in and then blending it out. I really prefer this just because it's a little bit easier. So the only time I would recommend using a dry makeup sponge is to activate the base, because I've seen Nikki tutorials do it. That's why I did it with this base. But anyway, now we're going to go into the Sakura palette from by Voss. Like I said, this is an 18 color eyeshadow palette, so I'm super excited. This is the Voss Coral Crush palette. So as you guys can see, there are a lot more oranges, like corals and peachy shades. But if I show you guys the Sakura, it's way more pink. So at first I wasn't going to get this one, and then I kept seeing beautiful pictures. A lot of my makeup friends were actually getting the Sakura palette. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and get it. I'm going to go ahead, and I really have been wanting to try the shade Wild, so I'm gonna go into that shade. I'm actually not sure what brush I want to use. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one. So I'm gonna take the shade Wild and pack it on my outer corner, just kind of like in a round motion over here. I'm not going to try to focus this color too much into my inner corner. I just want to keep it like a little before the beginning of my brows. So I'm just making sure not to take it into the inner corner. Just want to focus it right here. I'm going to go in with a little bit of blushing. So I'm just going to take that and just kind of take it on top of that Wild shade and just blending her out. And now I feel like that Wild shade was very deep, but I want to do a little bit more deep of a shade. So I'm actually going to take this deep plum shade right here called Festival, because I just want to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. So I put that shade Festival into my outer corner just because I wanted something a little bit more deep. So now I'm just going to quickly fill in my brows just because this brow is kind of like bothering me, like the shape of it. Just going to go ahead and do the cut crease. So I'm just going to take some of my ABH eye primer. I would normally cut my crease like with micellar water, but I'm just gonna do something basic today. So I'm just gonna cut my crease without doing the micellar water, but you can go ahead and do that step if you want to. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take my small little brush and I kind of feel like doing something with this pastel liner, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to actually do my other eye off camera and then do like the little liner once I'm done with that. So I have a little bit of skin irritation, especially right here. I'm not really sure why, but I basically did like a whole bunch of stuff with liner. I did like graphic liner, and then, well, I did the like pink liner, and then I outlined it with black, and then I like put glitter, and a mess, girl. And I tried to do a little broken heart over here, but you can't see the little broken part. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the base makeup. So yeah, I was dying to put some lotion on, but yeah, my skin's been like super irritated lately. Like I said, I'm not really sure why. We're just gonna go ahead and apply some makeup. So I'm going to be taking the Hydro Growth Primer from Milk Makeup and just apply it all on my face. They like for you to let this get a little bit tacky, and it usually takes like 30 to 40 seconds. So going into my makeup, I'm first going to take some concealer and apply this right underneath of my eyes. I'm going to try a different technique today, so hopefully it works out. But yeah, I'm just going to take some concealer firstly underneath my eyes. Take it on the bridge of my nose. And then just a little bit on where I normally highlight. So I'm going to take my contour stick now, apply some where I normally contour, just a little over here. Okay, and then once I've done that, I'm also just going to take just a little bit underneath of my jaw. Alright, so now I'm going to take some of my Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue, and I'm just going to put a pump of that and just put it all over my face. Okay guys, so now that I'm done with my base, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my powder. So for that, I'm gonna be taking the number 10 from Maybelline. This is the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. So I'm just gonna take some of that. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm just gonna take some of the Anastasia Brow Gel and just like run this through. I'm actually going to be trying out this new palette from Ace Beaute. This I got in my boxy charm and I freaking love Ace Beaute, so I really want to give this a try. So now that I'm done with bronzing, I'm just going to go ahead and do some blush. I'm actually going to keep using this limited edition Blushlighter palette from the Melody and Kuromi collection that I used last time because I've actually really been liking the peach blush. So I'm just going to go into this shade, the matte one, and just applying it to my cheeks. And then just a little bit on the tip of my nose. I'm gonna go ahead and do my under eye first, my lower lash line. I'm just gonna take the shade that I used first. And just put that on my lower lash line. I just added a little bit of that Artist Couture gloss. I forgot the name of it, but I wanted to use something pink to tie in the look together. So I might just use this one from I Heart Revolution. Okay guys, so that was pretty much it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. As far as my final thoughts for the Voss Sakura Blossom palette, I really do like that they made a pink palette. Like, I think that the palettes that they've been releasing after, like, you know, the really huge ones have been a lot better. And this one definitely caught my eye. I was a really big fan of the Sugar Crystals palette and the Coral Crush palette, but as soon as I saw this one, it was definitely something that I wanted in my collection. Like I said, it does feature 18 different eyeshadows, and there's 8 mattes, so there's 10 shimmers, and I really do like them. So you get light pinks, you get deeper pinks, and then you have like this brown and this like berry, like dark burgundy color. It's not exactly leaning more red. I feel like it's more of like a plum shade. So I do really like the shades that they included in here. Like I said, it's a lot more, I feel like in my opinion, it's not as bright as the Coral Crush palette. I definitely really like this one as well, and I also have a video getting ready with it. But as you guys know, like, this one has like a yellow and an orange and a coral color. So this one is very nice if you want something more bright. If you want something a little bit more on the pink side, this one is definitely a great addition. So it does retail for $42. It's only available online at the moment, and it is limited edition. I had a app that actually I only have to scan receipts. I'll leave the link for my referral down below if you guys want to use my referral link. But basically it's just an app where you scan receipts and then it gives you points based on the things that you buy. So it's a great app, and actually I've accumulated a good amount of points. I redeemed my gift card, and I also used, I believe, 500 points for $10 off. So I only paid $9 for the palette. It's a great deal. So I definitely have been more of like a person this year that if it's not on sale, I don't want to purchase it. I don't want to pay full price for it. I'll either wait for a sale or wait for a discount code or wait for a coupon. I definitely think that if you're a pink lover, you're really going to enjoy it. So I definitely think it's a great palette. I really liked how the shades applied, and this was just like a basic look, but I think it's definitely going to be a palette that I reach for in the future and that I continue to use. use. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video and found it helpful. If you guys did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that way you guys are always up to date on when I upload. That's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.